Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm in San Francisco at AdTech, and one of the features of this conference this year is a real emphasis on mobile marketing. I have with me today Jaimee Minney, who is the Vice President of Corporate Communications for M-Metrics, one of the leading firms that does metrics on the mobile market. As we were chatting earlier, you were talking about 3 different kinds of channels using mobile media that people are typically using to market products. The first of those was banner ads. So how would a banner ad be sent to someone that's using a mobile device?
So a banner ad would appear on a mobile site just like it does on an internet site. So they appear usually at the top of the page or on the side of the page. And they look very much like the ones that you would see on the web, just a little smaller.
Okay, so they're designed to fit the screen size of mobile devices.
Correct. Not all companies, but many companies have sites that are specifically tailored for the mobile phone, and they're selling different ad inventory on those sites than they are on the proper sites.
And so the idea is to get someone to click through on the ad, or are these branding primarily? Or?
Yeah, some of them are branding, some of them have actions associated with them. I mean, obviously you have a mobile phone, so it's easy to do a click to call or another kind of actionable item. I've seen some ad campaigns that link back to a map, so if you're a car dealership and you're doing a Land Rover ad, you can say locate your Land Rover dealer, and you can do that right on your phone and call them up and set up an appointment so you can go try one out. Okay. It's very, very effective that way.
Now on the web, it seemed like we were getting blindness to banner ads. So people would, look at a page and their eyes would, eye tracking studies showed us they would ignore that. Is that happening for mobile devices at this point?
Not yet. Mobile is still a little novel. People are, really looking at everything that's on their phone. There's also been quite a lot of work to, there's just not as much space. So you can't overwhelm on the mobile screen like you can.
And you can't avoid it either.
That's true, yes.
Well, the second kind of medium that people are using is texting. So tell me about that, how marketers are using that medium.
So texting is by far the most commonly used form of mobile advertising today, because it's the only medium where really most people can do a text message. So even when you're dealing with web ads, it's still a percentage of people that are on the phone that are able to browse the web. So text campaigns can reach anyone. These range from...
so not everybody's phone is capable of browsing the web.
That's right,
saying.
yeah.
You don't have any idea of what percentage of people are browsing the web at this point?
I do. It's at about 30% of people are browsing the web in a month. Okay. There's more phones that are capable of that. About 75% of the phones in the market can browse the web, but not everybody is using that functionality.
Okay. So, but text messaging, everybody can use.
Everyone can use it. About half of people in the country are using it, so it's a better way to reach masses of people. And there's a few different ways that people are using text messaging. One is, sweepstakes. So you'll see an ad, text here to win something. There's also voting. So the most popular one of which is the American Idol campaign, which really introduced a lot of Americans to the idea of sending a response into a company and having a relationship with them.
So what's the marketer trying to get out of this?
Well, it's a way to build loyalty with their customers. It's a way to send them offers. It's a way to, again, to drive them to an action. You can get a location, you can call. It's a very effective way to bring people in and make them act on the campaign.
And essentially, this gets people to opt in to other messages, perhaps, from that company.
Correct. And what we do find is that people typically do have to opt in. There is an issue of spam. Some people are able to reach people that they haven't asked for. Most people perceive that they're getting more messages from companies that they haven't opted in for than those that they did. However, some of that is their perception as well, not knowing what exactly they opted in for when they did vote on American Idol or when they did submit a text message to Coke Rewards, what that actually opted them in for.
So how is Coke using this kind of medium?
They're using it a lot of ways. The Coca-Cola company has actually been a bit of a leader in this space. They do the My Coke Rewards, so where there's a code inside your cap and you can send in, I think it's 5 Coke Rewards points and you get a free Coke. They also did a really ambitious thing with Sprite called the Sprite Yard, which actually created a whole environment of mobile content. It was a special site that Sprite created that had, tons of interesting things you could do on this site that was all Sprite branded. So they've been doing quite a bit with mobile, in fact.
Now there's a third kind of marketing device which It sounded like ads that supported games, downloadable games and videos and ringtones, that sort of thing. How do those campaigns work?
So it varies. There's like ad-supported downloadable content. So there's different ways that these can work, where you can text to receive a free ringtone. You could get an ad-supported game where it's a game that's branded around a certain company. So you're actually giving the consumer something for free in return for their loyalty, or for giving you their information.
And showing them their brand.
Absolutely.
Again, perhaps.
Always.
So, all right. Well, thanks for talking with us about this, Jaimee. Tell me about your company and what you do.
Sure. Metrics is an audience measurement company. We measure the audience for mobile media in the U.S., Europe, and China.
Thanks, Jaimee, for sharing with us. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.